The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here comes the return. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Hey, people still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That last one just the way you draw up a kickoff return. 87 yards, and he housed it. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback will audible. Davis looking to pass. He's got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too, but when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
2nd down after that incompletion. Davis will throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Iowa! The defense with the scoop and score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Quarterback checking the play. He'll start this drive firing. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Davis looking to pass. He'll pull it down and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
4th down coming up. Number 17 on to kick it away.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can sniff it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
They'll try to pound their way in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen. Get ready for the run. Less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll go right back to him. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Trying to power it in. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stops right at the 2.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Power football with the run. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That's a 15, he's loose. After just steamrolling his way through. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Leaves it with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Simpson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. It's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And now on second down for this offense. Davis will throw. Using the quick game. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And, man, is that perfect time. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be... Stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Time to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Hawkeye!
We just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone? Taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Looking to throw. And that one's way too far for everybody.
They were trying to throw to get that two-point conversion. It falls incomplete, and you got to wonder, was that the right decision to go for 2?
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room.
The 23.
Found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa has the ball back on offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to him again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He finds his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period.
Michigan 21, Iowa 16.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They go to the ground. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The give. Touchdown, Iowa! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Iowa, number 27, with the carry.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Movement here from the tight end. He's looking to throw. And he makes the grab for the deuce. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's the handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
He wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Davis will throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. West Virginia is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 9 to Central Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on the
hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Trying to get, oh, look out, the ball's free. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Working the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the red zone, looking for a space. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
All right, now that play's over, now I got to know this is it. This is my last play. I got to save my best for last. If I get in the end zone, I win this football game. So what is my play? Who is my player that I'm highlighting to go try to get this done?
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.